guys, I'm Kristen. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for watching today's video. Today we are going to decide my TBR for the month of February using the TBR game Lord of the Reeds. So let's get started. Now, I played Lord of the Reeds back at the very beginning of November for my November TBR, and it's a little bit of a disaster. I ended up making it my November-December TBR, and I didn't actually do that well because, like most people, the holidays get very busy and there's not much time to read. So between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I just wasn't getting as much reading done as I had hoped. So you might see some of those books that I plan to read in November and December come back around again in February. Now, the Lord of the Reeds is a really cool TBR game that was created by Sylvia over at Library Unbounded. When I did my first video back in November, I went through kind of the rules and how the game works and explained a little bit with lots of screenshots. So if you are interested in that, go take a look at that video when you're done with this one. And you can find links to download and print the game yourself or play it digitally like I'm gonna do on Sylvia's videos. The one thing I am going to explain about the game board is what the 4 different types of spaces mean, just real quick. First of all, the game is Lord of the Rings themed, in case you hadn't picked up on that. And the 4 different types of spaces are as follows. If I land on a blank space, the game will pull up a prompt card for me. If I land on the TBR jar spaces, I have to pull a book from my TBR jar, which in the month of November, I said I wasn't going to use the TBR jar. I used a spinner on my computer. We are going to use a TBR jar this month, friends. Thank you very much. If I land on this series jar, I have to choose a book from a series I am currently in the middle of reading. And if I land on a dead marsh spot, those are the bad spots. We don't like those. First of all, I have to pick a book on my physical TBR. That's not a problem. That's great. The problem is I have to go back to the previous dead marsh spot. So it puts you kind of far back in the game sometimes. Now the goal is obviously to get from one library to the other library, and when I land on the final library at the end, I get to choose one last book to add to my TBR. No prompts, no guidelines, any one book of my choosing. So here we go. I am doing this on my trusty dusty laptop, but I will put the game on the screen for you somewhere. Okay, so here we go. Who will accompany you? So each of these is a possible character who can be your little game marker in the game. He will be your little guy that goes around the game board for you. However, who you get does sometimes matter. Some of the character options have a little bonus with them and some don't. So let's see who I get this time. I honestly, who did I have last time? Pretty sure I played with Boromir last time. Sam, okay, let's see. Let me just get out of the full screen for a second here. Sam, a friendly shoulder allows you to move one extra tile once. If you land on the dead marshes, the skill only works if the initial roll was even. Oh my God, okay. Sam is a good one. This was a good. Sam is, where's Sam? Sam is down here. Okay, we are off to a great start. Okay, little Sam, we have stuff to do. Roll number 1. 12. That is pretty sweet, actually. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're making it really far in the game board. We didn't land on a dead marsh on our first turn. Prompt card. Let's see. My precious, read the book you are looking forward to the most. That's actually a really good one. Read the book you are looking forward to the most. Ooh, I don't know. I'm excited. This is a fun one. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this one. I am going to pick Half City by Kate Golden, and it's the first in a brand new series. I think it comes out in February. Yeah, it comes out February 17th, and I have an arc of it from NetGalley, and I've been putting off reading it because I had other things I needed to read, but for whatever reason, I'm really excited about this one. It is about a demon hunter who attends an academy. It is an adult fantasy book. It's a brand new author, but I don't know, it's something about this. I just predict I'm really gonna like it. I have absolutely no reason why. We're gonna go with Half City. That is gonna be my very first book. Let's do another roll. Roll number 2. We have 1 book on the TBR for February so far. Click. 8. We're getting like nice big numbers. All right, we're gonna move little Sam 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I cannot believe I've blown past 2 dead marsh spots. Last time I played this, I couldn't like stay away from those things. Okay, we have another prompt card. Battle of Pelennor Fields, okay. A book with an apocalyptic / dystopian setting. Well, that's not gonna be hard. I have a few of those on my TBR actually. Actually, all 3 of these are in the TBR jar. For some reason, there seems to be a lot of dystopian books coming out right now. Can't imagine why. It's between Daggermouth and To Cage a Wild Bird. Ooh, oh, I've been putting off Daggermouth, even though I've heard it's really good. And I've already got it on my Kindle, and I read like the first chapter. Oh, it just seems so intense. All right, I'm gonna say Daggermouth. I'm gonna say Daggermouth. We're gonna go with Daggermouth, yep. Okay, Daggermouth by H.M. Wolf. It is the first in a new series. It is adult dystopian romance. And I read the first 2 chapters because it alternates POV from the 2 main characters, male and a female, and I read POV from the guy's chapter. What? What did I just say? I read a chapter from the guy's POV and a chapter from the girl's POV, and I can't remember either of their names right now. I haven't even seen anybody give this like 4 stars. Everybody I've seen online, like just people I follow and stuff on social media, has given it 5 stars. I don't know, it sets the bar really high. Plus it's like really intense. It's kind of like going back and reading like something like Hunger Games for the first time. It's intense. So, ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited for this one. Okay, so now we have 2 books on the TBR, and we're going into our 3rd roll. 4, okay, small number, but that's okay. Let's move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. We are getting like all prompt cards so far. Do you realize that I could literally make it to the finish with only a handful of books on my February TBR and having never even landed on a dead marsh spot? That's crazy. This should be familiar. Let's click on the prompt cards. The Treasures of Erebor. Read a literary award winner / nominee. Ooh. So I guess my first question is, what qualifies as a literary award? Could it be like a Goodreads award, or does it have to be a competition where they were like critically judged and awarded on merit? I'm gonna go with the Goodreads thing, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to go digging through a bunch of awards from this past year. Okay, so I'm going to take a peek at the Goodreads Choice Awards. I know that's just so like whatever, but it's the easiest and there's lots of books on there to kind of choose from. So I'm going to take a peek at, I think I'm going to limit myself to the finalists. I'm going to limit myself to the finalists in YA, fantasy, sci-fi, and mystery thriller, because those are like the 3 genres I read the most. So I will be right back. Okay, welcome back. So it's between 2. First, in the fantasy category, one of the finalists was Red City by Marie Lu, which I have a copy of right here behind me. And my other option is A Language of Dragons, which was in the YA fantasy category. It was also a finalist, and it is actually on the way here in the mail. I got something from Amazon the other day, and I don't have Prime with my Amazon Mexico account here in Mexico, and I wanted to get free shipping, so I ordered a book. I've had Red City longer, so I feel like I should read that first, but at the same time, A Language of Dragons is like literally on, okay, A Language of Dragons. I just like talked myself into it, honestly. A Language of Dragons. This was a book I didn't even know existed like 2 weeks ago. I saw it mentioned in a video or two. I looked it up. I added it to my Goodreads. And then yesterday I bought it. Like, that's fast for me. I'm very indecisive. And it's a little bit different. It will maybe be nice to have a YA on this list. A Language of Dragons is my book nominated for a literary award. Roll number 4, and we have 3 books on the TBR as of right now. 6. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is crazy. I haven't landed on any other spaces. I even made a TBR jar. Like, go on. Prompt card. This is insanity. Okay. One ring to rule them all. Read a social media popular book. Okay. Well, that's not too hard. A social media popular book. Well, Daggermouth would have been a good one for that. The Will of the Many's a good one. The Will of the Many. I'm gonna pick The Will of the Many by James Islington. I specifically got this book in print and the paperback because I was crazy. I don't know why I wouldn't want to read it on my Kindle, but this is a big book. Okay, so I'm looking at the glossary page. The glossary page is on 692. It's been a while since I read like a super duper long like fantasy style book, but if you don't know anything about this, this is an adult fantasy. It's not really based in romance, definitely not categorized as romantasy, and it is about a guy. Is he a teenager or an adult? I'm pretty sure he's an adult. Maybe not. He might be a teenager. I do not believe this is marketed at all as a young adult. This kind of gives me similar vibes as Red Rising, like a teen boy or a young adult boy who goes into an academy posing as a member of this particular society, but actually he's secretly there to like destroy them from the inside. Yeah, The Will of the Many. It's going on the February TBR. Oh my god. This would be a good one to do a reading vlog with. If I get to this in February like I want to, I'll reading vlog it for you guys. Alright, so we have 4 books on the February TBR so far, and we're at roll number 5, and if we get a we're in this together, guys. 1, 2, 3, if I roll another 4, I will be done. I will have ended the game. This is like the easiest, breeziest game. This is not how this went last time, by the way. 1. Okay, well, it wasn't a 4, but that's okay. Oh, guys. This is like the easiest, breeziest game. You know, it had to happen sooner or later. I was having way too good of luck here. Let's move 1. Is this your first visit to the Death Marshes today? Yes. Was this roll even? No. I rolled a 1, which is not an even number, so Sam can't even help me here. Oh, you must go back. Oh my god. Okay, so I gotta go all the way back to the previous Dead Marshes spot. And I must pick a book off of my physical TBR. Now I wish I had saved The Will of the Many for that. Let me see what we got. Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. Yes, this is a Christmas romance. Yes, I started this book. I read 21 pages. Like the day after Christmas, I think. If I don't read this, probably honestly by the end of February. I'm not gonna read it this year, and it's gonna go into the holiday book pile for next Christmas, which I really don't want. So I'm gonna read this lovely Christmas romance book, Good Spirits, in the month of February by B.K. Borison. I said those phrases out of order, but. All right, so we have Half City, Daggermouth, A Language of Dragons, The Will of the Many, and Good Spirits. We got 5 books. I don't know what roll we're on now. Are we on 6? I guess we are on 6. Okay. And we are back to the previous Dead Marsh. I thought we were like, game was about to be over. I should have known better, honestly. That would have been too crazy. Now we get a 4? Now we get the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The TBR jar shall decide your fate. I'm actually okay with this because I went to all the trouble to make a TBR. It's a candle. In keeping with the apparently Christmas theme I've got in this video, I made my TBR jar this candle. Why, you may ask? Because number one, this is one of my favorite candles. It's Tree Farm from Bath & Body Works, and it is probably like my second or third favorite Christmas candle. Fresh Balsam is like the definitive Christmas tree scented candle in the world, so I don't want to hear any talk about that. But it's low enough that I can't really burn it anymore, and I still wanted to be able to smell the lovely scent. So this is my TBR jar. All right, and so we are going to give that a nice little shake. It was so dramatic, oh my God. Okay, we're gonna give this a nice little shake. Jeez. All right, so let's pick. And I'm gonna show you guys before I look at it. Okay, let's see, which side's the writing on? Oh, I've got two. Whoopsies, okay. I'm gonna put this one back. We're going for this one. I think the writing, yeah, the writing's here. A tongue so sweet and deadly. Ooh, okay. This is one that I just recently found out about too, and it's on Kindle Unlimited, and I believe it's a quartet, and either the final, like the fourth and final book just came out, or it's coming out soon. I can't remember which way it is. I think it might have just come out though. It's about a girl who has the magical ability to, I think like convince people to do things with her words, like hence the title, A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly. I know that it also has some romance and a little bit of spice, and I've only seen a couple people talk about this book, but I was intrigued. So, A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly will be our 6th book on the February TBR. I did get to use my TBR jar. Maybe it's okay that we had to go back to the dead marshes. All right, roll number 7. 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're getting on all of the spaces. What is happening? You must continue a series because I'm on a series space. Hold on, I have like a list of the series that I'm currently in the middle of that I really want to focus on finishing right now or reading more of. Throne of Glass, Crowns of Nyaxia, The War of Lost Hearts, Legends of Thesmar, Gods and Monsters, Artifacts of Arenos, Gods and Monsters. I don't even know, what's the second one after the Book of Azrael called? I don't know, but that's it. That's the one I'm gonna read. And these are by Amber V. Nicole. I think I have somehow worked the Book of Azrael into every video or like every other video that I filmed since I read it at the beginning of December. It is an adult fantasy. There is romance, but it's a slow burn. It is a true enemies to lovers. Oh, The Throne of Broken Gods. Is that the second one? Yeah, The Throne of Broken Gods is book 2. Okay, so that was book 7. All right, next roll. Now we're getting a little up there. Now we're getting close to, I'm not gonna get through all of these. I think this is our 8th roll. It'd be great to land on like a 12 or 2. 1, 2. Okay, the TBR jar again. Back to the candle. So once again, let's see what we got. Let's pick something from down in the bottom. See if I can make sure I got only 1 this time. I picked up 2 again, actually. Okay, the writing's on this side. How to Kill a Guy in 10 Dates. Ooh, okay. That'll kind of break up my fantasy for the month of February, so that's good. This is a horror romance comedy. I would say I've never read a genre like that before, but I've read 4 or 5 Bryn Weaver books. So this is about a woman and her best friend. They go, what's it called? Serial dating? Speed dating. Hold on, let me say everything over again. A woman and her best friend, they go speed dating, and during the event, one of the guys gets murdered. Then the rest of the event is just about, I guess, her trying to survive. She has this really expansive knowledge of horror movies, and so she's trying to like apply that to this real life situation in order to survive. Somewhere along the way, she finds romance. I'm not really sure what happens there. Very excited about that. I would really like to be done now though, because this is a lot of books. We're on our 9th roll and we have 8 books on the February TBR. 5, okay, that's not a big number. That's not a big number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I landed on that dead marsh spot, I was gonna freak out. Prompt card, oh my God. The Black Gate. Read a hardback book with a black cover. Listen, I have one book that so specifically means that. I feel like that was like a plant. If you watched the November TBR game video, you will recognize this. She made an appearance in that video as well, and she is still sitting on the TBR shelf. I don't really know what's wrong with me. It's just one of those I can't get to yet. But it's a hardback with a black cover. I mean, I feel like the universe is like, shut up and read this book already. The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. Definitely going on the February TBR now. 10th roll, I think we're on here. If I get a 1, I'm gonna cry. 3! Okay, 3 will get us to the library. Oh, there we go. We made it! Pick a book as a reward! Oh, I know. A Vow and Vengeance, A Vow and Vengeance, yes. I don't know, kind of like Half City, A Vow and Vengeance has been on my radar, and I'm just so excited about it. I predict that I'm really gonna like it. I'm very excited for it. It has to do with a woman who, through, I don't know, some sort of shady means, gets herself into the Immortal Lands because her family has been taken from her, and she decides that she's gonna go after them. She ends up in some kind of academy. Everything is like not what she thought it was. And she's at an academy for druids specializing in tarot magic. And there's other like magical and mythical creatures in this world, and she is learning tarot magic, and there is like a morally gray prince, and something about this, well, something, I just told you what it's about, that's the something. This book really excites me, and I can't say it's a predicted 5-star read because it's a debut author too, by the way. I predict that I will like it. I hope I love it. Okay, so A Vow and Vengeance is gonna be my final book. That's the one. We did it. We made it through another Lord of the Reads to the 2 libraries TBR game. Let's look at the 10 books for my February TBR. Half City, Daggermouth, A Language of Dragons, The Will of the Many, Good Spirits, A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly, The Throne of Broken Gods, How to Kill a Guy in 10 Dates, The Familiar, A Vow and Vengeance. That's a lot of books in a month with only 28 days. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to read some of them, or all of them, or most of them, and talk about them with you guys on this channel. So keep an eye out for those videos. Thank you to Sylvia from Library Unbounded for putting so much work and effort into creating this game. If you enjoy this TBR game and you would like to see me play it again for my March TBR, leave me a little note in the comments and let me know. As always, thank you guys so very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I am trying to reach a personal goal that I set for myself of 1,500 subscribers. Right now I have a little over 1,200 subscribers, so I've got a little ways to go, but you can help me reach that goal by hitting that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!